really good, but it seems harder to execute probably than Vikings last. I'm still going to pick NIGMA to win though, because they've been owning. So.
Yeah, they've looked very, very good. I don't know if I believe in PA, honestly. The power is essentially, I want to say it's about half the effect on ally heroes now, what it used to be, or close to that at least. I mean, she'll still be able to farm and whatnot. It just feels like I don't know, she doesn't come that quick. Like once you get like the Deso, it's just, you're not quite there yet still. You still need BKB. You still need all these items. Not a believer in this hero right now, but we'll only be proven wrong. I mean, what level is this sword? He has the lowest level Arcana sword, Cinder. I don't believe in this PA at all. Doesn't even glow, for God's sake. Unacceptable. You okay?
It's just sad, you know?
What's that?
It's just sad. You have these cool cosmetics and then they're not even leveled up, man. You're a pro player. Come on, man.
I mean, you only had like a little bit of time to upgrade that during the Arcana week.
You can still upgrade them.
No, I know you can upgrade, but each win counts as 1 point as opposed to 4.
It is a lot slower. It is level 2, by the way, Shannon. It's not level 1.
What? No
He has style 2. He has 65 out of 100.
Oh. Interesting. It doesn't show up on... It doesn't.
So it's actually not sad. Never mind. It's not sad at all.
This is the same level as me. I guess I'm pretty sad as well.
Can't say shad without sad, though.
Great one.
Okay, let's save us all. Okay, let's look at
Let me ask you a question. The new Raindrop, it's not able to be upgraded at all. We've been seeing it purchased not as often, obviously, because it doesn't build into an urn, but the fact that it can't be upgraded, is this... I mean, you're still going to see it consistently, you think? Still good enough?
It's better on every hero except the ones that buy urn, right? I think that's the short version. Mind Control.
Mind Control.
Kuro choosing... He's ice cold there not to skill stun, but I think he really doesn't want to have stun in this lane. He wants to have Wave of Terror, more than likely.
Viking gets 3 bounties.
The goal of the Venge Underlord lane is to push out the wave with Wave of Terror and Rain of Fire. Rain of Fire, holy shit. Firestorm. I'm back 15 years in my head.
Warcraft 3!
You cast these 2 spells, you push out the wave, get the experience, and then you can back off. If you're facing a tri-lane, you need to find the experience somehow. If you can push it into the tower, they might push back into you, and that would be really good. So let's see.
I feel like Elder Titan in a tri-lane is really strong.
There's the first spell.
They're going to battle right off the bat. Shad taking a lot of Firestorm damage. A tip from Weehaw.
GH's Spirit is crossing the entire map. That's why he wasn't so strong right now.
Ah, there it is. And now he is quite buff. Oh, cancels that auto attack though. Should obviously mention that Toby is the one that's playing Magnus this time around, so it will not be, it will be... Who played it last game? It was the mid, right? Or am I crazy?
The Magnus? Yes, it was mid.
Yeah.
So it was played by Tanner.
So I mean, he is solo right now, 1v1 against the Bloodseeker. Because I don't want to miss any action this tri-lane. Anything can happen.
I think this is a pretty Bloodseeker favored lane, by the way. If he goes the exact build he has with Blood Rage level 1, he should have a damage advantage.
Well, not to mention that in a tri-lane scenario, you're going to have a lot of heroes relatively low buffing that Blood.
Very true. Right? Yeah.
Celery taking some more briefcase damage right now.
I think, again, NIGMA are good at making these lane adjustments, similar to the Enigma versus Venomancer lane they had last game. They just identify, if this matchup is 1v1, we're happy, and we're going to play off it in both lanes. I see Weehaw possibly doubling up Magnus here while they can win the bottom tri-lane. Look at how low these bottom heroes are.
How much damage does Weehaw have?
Only attack speed, but it's a good amount.
That's right, I forgot about that. Well, bottom lane, the courier will be taken out by Kuroki. Alright, that's a nice little bounty.
Did it deliver its regen? I think it didn't. They're starved down here on
Mind Control. Making so much damage. Echo Stomp, though, is there for the extra CC. Hollow Terror on top of it. Shad might get right-clicked down by GH. He does. That is a crap ton of damage, my friend.
Oh, that courier needs to be careful. And it is.
It is careful. I'm sticking to this tri-lane, by the way. I'm terrified. Oh! Ice Shards onto 2 heroes. GH gets the Echo Stomp off. He's just going to turn around and start beating the crap out of heroes. The Shad will be the first to fall. Elder Titan shortly after Aramis. barely able to live, but he's providing a lot of attack speed for Bloodseeker now in the opposing lane.
And Kuro will get the bounty rune. I think Mind Control will get the other bounty rune. So 3 for 1 here for NIGMA in terms of runes, as Toby gets 1 top in the river. Yeah, NIGMA's game plan definitely once again coming along very nicely, just by virtue of setting the better lanes. And also these tri versus tri lane situations, they seem very comfortable with trading and playing around Elder Titan strength. Elder Titan is in many ways the single best tri-laner in the game when he hits level 3. It's just incredible how much damage you get out of the Astral Spirit. So,
yep, Elder Titan quite strong. A little bit surprised we didn't see it last game like we talked about. Ramus, he puts down a ward, but I'm pretty sure Miracle saw that. And he's probably pinging out the sentries now. Bottom lane, Mind Control continuing to spam the Firestorm. Even though I have a bias against ranged heroes, Vengeful Spirit's one of my favorites. Mid lane, I mean, Miracle gets hit by the Kunkka ship. Kuroki is here, but Miracle is stuck in the ice ship. Looks like he will maybe fall, but the refraction comes up at the last second. Rupture onto the Kunkka. Looks like he will get out, though. So no one actually dies, and a lot more TPs for Team NIGMA.
Miracle, he already has 2 branches, so just buy another branch for the sweet little upgrade.
Echo Stomp onto 2 in the bot lane, into the Pit of Malice, and Celery is donezo. Not a whole lot his allies can do to help.
Okay, there's the
on Kuroki though. Tag team is there, but the Echo Stomp again to fall. Buyback by Crystal Maiden. Very interesting. The Courier better be careful. Get that beetle. They're gonna focus on Kuroki instead. And he will fall, but Shad is stuck inside the Pit of Malice. It looks like he might be okay, but GH is gonna continue the pressure. And the right click is more than enough to follow up. So Celery's buyback not really worth it, it feels like. And Weehaw has TP'd in. Bloodright is there. Tusk is going to snowball in. Of course, Rupture is available, but they're next to their towers, so probably not running out.
That's a huge win for NIGMA. They forced the Kunkka and not the safe lane, and they put Miracle in the highest impact role.
Shockwave, there's no RP. It's actually not lovely yet.
Bad news for Viking.
Weehaw. Looks like they'll find that kill, and Kuroki might just get away fine. Toby ruptured up, skewers basically to his death. The counter is real. Weehaw with a double kill. This is one of the best starts generally, but and we have it's
bad when the farming hero doesn't even want it.
Yeah, that is true. Kuroki, all right, he's kind of stuck inside these shards now, but he will get some help from Mind Control. Rupture has worn off on Tanner, and this fight might get into a denied tower, and it does, thanks to Kuroki. And 5 though, so won't be getting that bonus quite yet. He's gonna get ganked. Weehaw gets off the Bloodright just in time, or does he? No, doesn't matter. Okay, he's overwhelmed by 4 members. Yes.
It showcased what the problem Tusk can have against Bloodseekers, though. Like, the very
hard counters here. Like, if I'm playing Pango, that's the hardest counter you can get. Like, it just feels real bad. Miracle, 2 shots to Crystal Maiden.
See ya.
Radiant's middle tower.
Nice to meet you. And the tier 1 tower looks to be potentially the next target for them, as PA does get the Deso, so this could be a little surprise.
Oh, good combo spells.
Enemy Rupture and the swap. You're seeing how much burst damage they actually do. Tanner's very low. The RP does go off, though. Tanner getting healed up thanks to the mech. Still Ruptured, of course, will finally go down with a delayed effect. We'll buy back into the game, actually, as Kuroki is going to be the first to fall for his team. Potentially gets up the magic missile, though, and PA dies with that Desolator intact. And we have going to town on this Tusk, and the buybacks galore again. This could be a disaster for Viking. Toby with pretty much no mana to speak of. They need to get something out of this buyback from Tanner. They're going for GH, another Pit of Malice, and Weehaw is just doing so much damage this fight. This is going to be a dieback on the Tanner if they're able to actually finish him off. Does have the armlet, so able to keep alive for a little bit longer. Tusk buys back into the game. Going to TP into the shrine as well, but this is a dieback, a triple kill for Weehaw. By far his best game of this qualifiers, and Aramis, despite buying back, is the last member of his team, and it looks like that this is going to be essentially a team wipe. I believe PA bought back into this, so this is a complete disaster for Viking.
What do you mean essentially? That fight ended 8-0. What more do you want?
Why do you have to backseat cast me as well? You backseat Miracle, and now you backseat cast me. Do you have no shame, sir?
I just know you can do better. You know, you gotta...
I hate you so much.
That was actually incredible. Okay, NIGMA are starting to look like a tier 1 team.
I mean, they need to get kills for that to actually matter. And they're really struggling on all accounts now. We're going to see a TP in from Tanner, going for the Kuroki kill. And GH is like, I'm just going to farm these creeps. You're fine, right, buddy? Yep, you're fine. And the swap out. And Kuroki is good. Doesn't even need any assistance. That was a potential, that was like a 2-3 man gank on the position 5. And you barely touched her.
You touched her, and then you lost control of the area again and lost the ward that you walked up there to place aggressively. So you accomplished nothing, and you lost the ward, and it only gets worse like that. They are just completely contained.
When you're this far behind, you need to take some crazy risks, and I think a lot of it can come down to the outpost, right? Like maybe the 20, if they can make it this far, but the 25-minute mark, maybe you go for one of these outposts and go all out, because it can be snowbally for the enemy team if they're able to control it consistently. Like that is, these objectives really do matter. Mind control, very, very tanky. That might not be the target you want to go for. If you had trouble with Vengeful Spirit, I don't think Underlord's gonna really care. By the way, we didn't even mention MKB finish on TA and still has 3k on top. Miracle is mega farmed. And Weeha's finally going some damage now, so Mjolnir next on the list.
Yeah. I don't actually know if that's the best item here, but I think there's a lot of different stuff. Think about, oh, they're all showing on a ward. This is very, very bad positioning right now for Viking. Yep, there's the Underlord ulti. They definitely want to fight here. That's a dead maiden.
Here they come. Yeah, Miracle gets a nice little one-shot there. And they're going to have to fall back to base. Now, PA, I believe, has BKB at base. I believe the Mithril Hammer should be there. Yeah, okay. So this is probably what they've been waiting for. Not sure if it's going to matter at this point, but it is a very big item. This is when PAs would like to start fighting. The issue is you're down 16k.
And you can get ruptured, because they don't need to reserve the rupture for a Magnus with Ags, so Weeha can specifically target the PA and just ruin her fights. Yep. Let's see if there's going to be an attempt on the PA and the TA. They're just letting Miracle take the full tower. Nobody was even trying to go in here. It's easier said than done, right? But
yeah, it is.
You gotta pick your fight, right? It's not getting easier. Now you just lost a tower and a shrine for nothing. So I think with every passing minute, it's 1 minute later than you should have tried. And there we go. They're going now.
And they might run into... might be Kuroki, might be Mind Control. They're going to de-ward a little bit. Yeah, this is pretty much has to be the fight. TA getting initiated on. Nice boat onto 2, actually. Kuroki is going to take the brunt of the damage for now. RP onto just the TA. But the Echo Stomp to counter. Oh, dear. That is rough stuff. Into the Elder Titan ult as well. As Miracle is just cleaning everybody up. Celery gets his ult canceled pretty much immediately. And this looks to be a 3-0 for Team NIGMA, as you remember they got 2-1'd by Viking yesterday. So this is a complete turnaround. They have
improved so much overnight. They know exactly what they needed to do to change, and that's, that's a class difference thing. They looked at the replays, they looked at their mistakes, and they figured it out. It seems, at least, maybe Viking are also playing a little less sharp today than they did yesterday, and they've been figured out a little bit in draft, but regardless, NIGMA's just on a completely different level today. And I think the key thing about the fight we just watched, I don't even know if you had it on camera, but very early on when the fight broke out and Kunkka ran into X, the TA, Weeha was immediately on top of PA and ruptured her. So she was just stuck, she's just standing there at the wards and just looking at her teammates dying. She can't do anything. She can't connect to the fight.
But Kuroki has a Chrysalis, by the way. I don't think I've ever seen this on a position 5 Vengeful Spirit before. Pretty cool, knowing that they're super far ahead. Echo Stomp onto 2. Torn onto 3 here. Oh, Shad comes in with a BKB, but they just have no damage to follow this up with. And TA and company should be able to clean this up quite nicely. Kobe getting help with that boat. But that is 2 dead in the blink of an eye, and the GGs come out. Congratulations to Team NIGMA, as they will qualify for the minor in Bukovel, Ukraine. Good series. This one was the biggest stomp, but I enjoyed